Hello, my darlings. We're not doing Tiny Glade tonight. It is straight in with Bookshop Simulator, which I did say I was going to do last week. But I got a bit tied up and ended up doing Tiny Glade again anyway, and I was going to do it last night, but I didn't finish the previous one. Bookcase delivered outside. Install it. The reward is a checkout counter. Hello, ma'am. A good day to you. Where is it? Take this. Oh, it's automatic. Open. Door place. Authority. Okay, it feels wonky. Okay, this first one. Okay, count a little bit outside. Open. We're facing customers. I want to be there to greet them. Welcome. Welcome into my tiny, tiny shop. Books and more on the tablet. Do I get books? Oh, how many books? I'll never get to the license system. I've definitely played. I'm loving how close they've tried to get the different books. A Game of Power. Mount Bladula. Cretaceous Park. I mean, naturally, I've got to buy Cretaceous Park. I am a dinosaur lover, after all. What else? Ego and bigotry. Is that Pride and Prejudice? I mean, Dankenstein's a good one. Just watch that new Frankenstein, and if you have not watched it, watch it. It is incredible. It tells it from the perspective of both Frankenstein and his monster. Two different stories that co-align and then meet together at the end. Absolutely fantastic. How many licenses does it need to get? 3. So we've got Cretaceous Park, we've got Dankenstein. I want to find one that Harry Fodder, the Wizard's Gem. Absolute magic, pun intended. So I need to buy one book. I'm assuming it. Oh, instant add is right click. Buy now. Let's just shuffle this box. 15 books. Open. Where's the bin? Ah, the bin. My iridescent bin. Dripping in style. I have to change the price of things. That answered my question quite quickly. Yes, I do. Tell you what, whoever did the artwork for the Harry Fodder has actually done a really good job. Like, you can see that looks fantastic. Fair play to you. Interact with the price tag on the shelf. Let's go above the market price. Before that's going to be, you know, we're gouging at that point. Let's get 13.25. I want to be a modest book merchant. No Waterstones hardback prices in this bookstore. I'll switch by the door. Oh, beautiful. Need some angel music. Give it a close sign. It's very... Somebody's already in there. It's an Eager Beavers. It's very like French-esque. The way that this... Oh, I can't go that way. Can I go this way? Oh, that's such a shame. Oh, sorry to keep you waiting. Sir and Madame. Give me your money. Oh. Give me the exact right price. 13.25. How's the volume doing for you? Not too loud, not too quiet? We've got another one. You look like me in real life, minus the mustache. Is this going to be like Supermarket Simulator? Do I need to buy? It's got to change. We're going to need to buy things kind of midway through. I don't know. It's a mystery. Come into my store. Come and buy a book, madame. You look like an avid reader. It's the best book you'll ever see, ever have. Read that thing. So what do I need to do? Open books, more tablet, navigate to the licenses tab again. I will turn down the volume a little bit. 70%? Is that okay? Are we happy with that? I did test the volume before, but it's quite hard with YouTube. To guess where it sits. Quite problematic, you see. That is stylish. You like reverse Joker without the green, with yellow instead. Close enough. Ooh. 40, 75. Is it the music that's the issue, or just the overall volume? It's perfect, okay. And this is where I'll keep it. Oh, I need more books. There we go. I know. I'll get you out of here lickety split. But I've got books to need to stock my shelves. I need to get Dankenstein on the shelf. The people, they need Dankenstein. This isn't necessarily a game that appeals to me on a personal level. I used to love reading as a kid. As I grew older and the ADHD set in quite severely, I just never had the patience anymore. And sometimes as adults, it can be quite hard to find the time. I feel like I've got the time. I always feel like I'm rushed, which is why I do these. Forces me to slow down a bit. If I can't relax, at least I can help other people too. Bad Gatsby. It's definitely a great Gatsby one, that is. Stunning. Oh no, I didn't buy it. Bad Gatsby. At least I don't have to pay a premium like I do on whatever the other one is. Supermarket Simulator, that's it. 14.25. At least it starts out at a profit rather than no profit. What do you mean that's... Oh, it's 75. Is if there is an auto button. There is an auto button. Don't judge me. You need $1. There you go, man. Good day. Who knew I'd be in the world of such avid book readers? My bookcase. Okay. Bookcase vault. Holding snap hotkey. Snap hotkey. Oh. How do I pick it up? G. Snap key. See reference? Reference. Reference. Adult chestnut. Have a good day. 10.75. No. You look like a Harry Potter reader. Whatever that means. Please don't take offense. They have an image to maintain. 19.25. It was a game that I enjoyed. Not a game, a book that I enjoyed called Sea of Trolls. When I was younger, it's a book about a young boy, as so many of them are. A book about a young boy who... Do I have another one out? What is this? Up and interact with the bookshelf. You can have different colours. We're going white. I like clinical. Don't judge me. I think his, if I'm remembering it correctly, I was very young. His town gets raided and he gets carried off as a Scald, I think it is. And they end up thinking that he is magic. Let's do two of each. These are selling thick and fast. Which one is it? That one? I don't seem to complain too much when there isn't any. And they end up going on a large adventure, etc., etc. I'm gonna spoil the book, so I won't. That is the general gist of it. If you ever get the opportunity or see it, I don't think it was necessarily a big book when I was younger. It was just one that caught my eye. I liked the whole seafaring and Vikings and so on and so forth. If you ever get the opportunity to read it, I would definitely suggest it. I can't believe I once had the patience. Like, I can barely get through a 100-page book now. At the grand old age of 30. 31. But when I was younger, I'd sit there and I'd read Aragon twice. Sorry. Keeping all my loyal customers waiting. 12.50. I'm playing this game. I'm playing any games like this, for some reason my ability to count when faced with a till just goes out the window. And that's considering that I do this for a living. I mean, I don't work in a bookshop, but I have access to a plant. I did not just try and steal that person's card, but it was a slider. There's we have a fine selection for a fine young man. It's Dankenstein. Have you heard of it? He was obsessed with weed. Created the monster from Scary Movie 2. It's a weird one. Oh, that's sad. I've run out of my drink. Oh, this. She's got money. 150. Saying I bashed on Waterstones earlier for being expensive. I've got to say they choose some fantastic buildings to open their shops in. A bonus? What did I get a bonus for? Oh, you can open bookshops in different areas. What a time to be alive. So you must really be able to expand. What's this? Plinth. Have my plinth here. Well, that's cool. Bigger discount in apps. Oh, I got a used book area. I can't even deny that is quite cute. A little used bookshelf. I want the plant as well. Can't not have the plant. Get a bit of style in here. A little bit of life. I want it to be. So people know. My shop recycles books. I'm a conscientious book owner. There we go. A nice little plant. I'm just going to leave it there. So I end up turning into Bob Ross whenever I'm playing these games. No, I want more used books. I'll fill that shelf. I want people to know I'm the used book man. Wait, open it. Why is it not working? Oh, you can get rare books that are worth a lot of money. Tolkien or Tolkien. I love it. Is that, what's that? The Dulling instead of The Shining. Absolutely genius. I love it. No. What do you mean it's not supported? Can I not put that on a shelf? Surely I must be able to. That book in here. Pick that up and pop it in there. Where do I put the rare ones? No, that's not supported. I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do here. AFK girl. This has got me hooked. This is like loot boxes. The girl with the Hydra tattoo. AFK girl instead of Gone Girl. Away with the breeze. Angry cat girl. Love it. I genuinely love it. Okay, so what can I market price them at? Average cost is 0. I mean, it's not because I just had to. Will they complain? Do you reckon if it's like $4 instead of 3? I'm gonna have to work this out for myself because it still costs for the used box. Return of the Blinking. That's good. That's good. It was like $500 for my books. Starting to sound like a bit of a snob. My books. Oh, I've got 3 rare books, 2 Spires, Celsius 232. I don't know what that one is after. You go bigotry, that one kills me every time. So where do I store? Big boy books. Surely, unless somebody physically comes in and asks for them, that's the only thing I can think of. Legendary pedestal. Unless that is where you put your books. Okay. I feel like that's where it's going. Wonderful. So let's buy some books. Ooh. I spent far too much money on the used books. So the money makers are sadly going to have to wait. I can turn it to open. Voila. Also, one box does not fill. Shelf. Clearly I'm buying books from Jeff Bezos. Sure. It's okay. Go to my cozy use box. It's not working for me though. Put it here. So it's just perpetually blocked. It could be the first thing they see when they walk in. How about that? Stunning. Oh. Auto. This auto button needs to be installed on more card machines amongst fans. Amongst other simulator. Other simulator games. I mean, it's great when you've got a number keypad. But when you don't have a number keypad, it's a nightmare. Thank you, sir. I don't know why I didn't press it auto. I love having little plants in games. I can't do them in real life though. If you give me a plant, or I'm given a plant, that plant is not going to last 5 minutes. I am the man that kills cactuses. Cacti? The man that kills cacti. Cannot for the life of me keep a plant alive. Let's get Cretaceous and Harry Potter. I mean, to be fair to this cactus, it had fallen out of a window. Not been watered in, I don't even know how long. I think I'd watered it like once the entire time I'd had it. And it still went strong. Like, it took a long time before that thing went on its way out. So, you know, fair play to it. Boop, boop. Water. I need it. Saw in the Steam page that they've added in cafeterias, and on the end of day screen there's like different countries that you can have them. So I'm thinking there's like a lot more depth to this game than first meets the eye. Oops, sorry. I need to touch the table then. A lot more depth than first meets the eye, because if you can expand across countries and have your own cafeterias, oh, I got a rug, rare bookshelf. That might make more sense. That's expensive. But then, if I sell the rare books, it's paid for itself pretty much straight away. And that's what matters. That snapping is not quite working. Looks a bit weird next to the used ones, but it's fine. Lord of the Bling. Well, can I change the price? Change the price. Let's go 220. You can all wait, I'm busy. 180. Celsius. Somebody's bought it already. 250. I don't want to just buy $1. 5.75. Beautiful. I've got to pay bills. Oh wow. Expandyland. What is Expandyland? Well, literally just Expandyland. Landy be Expandy. Tap cutter. It's for hiring employees. They gave me money. Oh wow. Yeah, fair enough. $17. I'm a huge fan of being given money though. Not a huge fan of that. Makes the progression feel less like it's tied to what I'm doing, and more like it's tied to what, just like the missions that I complete. One game I am looking forward to, and one that I will be putting on this series, is when Harry Potter comes out, the next one, or the Lord of the Rings. Sorry, Lord of the Bling. When that one comes out, I'll definitely be going on here. It'll be slightly longer playthroughs. It'll work. It's 50. Beautiful. That was Expandyland, yes. I don't know where that is. It's back and left. Okay. Oh, wonderful. So we need to link on his outside, pick it up, and interact with the wall. Wow. Files. Oh, that's tutorial, so I won't be getting any more extra missions after this. That's good, I'll take that. The floor lamp. I want to create like a little reading area, you know, like they have in a lot of the water stones that you go into. Normally when you go like right to the top, they've got like little armchairs set out, so you can sit down and read if you want to. Some of those. There's one that I like to visit in Derbyshire, even though I don't read all that much. There's one in Derbyshire that is like, it has like a spiral staircase. Old, like bank style, like old Victorian bank style building. It's stunning. Cannot complain at all. If I was an avid reader, I would spend an obscene amount of time there. Let's move this one over here. Need to get me some of my little loot boxes. I can get some more. Not by 2. So I can get some more of my rare books. I'm already addicted to the loot boxes. The creators of Tiny Glade, creators of Bookshop Simulator definitely knew what they were doing. When they started this. $1? 75. We'll be rambling an awful lot. And if anybody does want to talk, feel free. An open book, as they say. Actually didn't intend that one. Feel an unnatural need to do a lot of book related puns. And I'm sorry to everybody involved. But you know what they say, turn the other page. I'm trapped. What did I go wrong? I use the app now. Will it lock? It's 135. So it is very much a loot box, because I don't think I'd make that back. Yeah, you're not going to make that back off your $4. $4 box. I'm going to put it at 5. Yeah, I know I said that I wouldn't price gouge at the start. But that's exactly what I'm going to be doing. I said the bonus is how much I get from missions. With you. Spendylandy. Why can I not go up this way? I get 2 stories. Licenses. Over the breeze. Kills me. Depot. Red paint with trim. I'm going red paint with trim. I did not buy it. Now I have bought it. Yes. This is the one. That works with my pedestal. I've got to take the risk that I'm always going to lose money on one of those rare books. It'd be nice if it told you why it was rare, like if it was a first edition. Something like that. They don't seem bothered if you run out of books. Which is quite nice. Cool. Save that. I thought I'd manually do that one. I thought I'd treat myself. Okay. This game is making me want to go and visit a bookshop. I don't know why. Very cozy. It's making me tired already. Let's change the layout. Ah, that's so cool. I like that one. And change the layout of the books within the shelf. Like these. Like it that way. Gives it far more style. I need to buy some used books. I wonder what the value goes up to on the books. Am I going to get a magical book? It's like everything is telling me not to buy these books. Give me some rare ones. There's a rare one. They're signed. They're signed books. Just realised this. 350. See how much I can get away with. Come on, no. I feel like I'm almost perpetuating gambling right now. I'm definitely taking part in it. But that's okay. Everybody's paying with bankroll. This bald geezer's got money. Big pet in Pet Palace. You can have your own pet. I'm not big on having a litter box in here though. That might be where I draw the line. Going to 200. I don't know how much you can kind of push it. 50. I mean, that's paid for the books. And for the packs, to be fair. Anything I make on top of that is extra. Some of them have gone above what the books cost. So winner. $16. Boom. 13.25. Think for my Spooky Saturday, which I might rename, but I might have Spooky Saturday and then something else for Sunday. so I can change my persona up a little bit. So I'll have horror games on a Saturday, then on a Sunday it'll be games that just whatever floats my boat. Be a story game, could not. But the bulk of what I do will be these kind of cozy games. Don't know why I start doing them and then just and I will buy a bookshelf and then a license for another book. Go for the dulling and the Harry Potter and the Dungeon of Truths. Obviously. So why wouldn't I? Crackle and pop. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to do it up and down rather than... Even though I'm getting these, I feel like I'm being slightly judged by the achievements I'm getting. It's like, check out 100 people by yourself. By yourself. Okay, I'm just trying to earn a living here. Stop judging me. Did I buy the new books? I don't think I did. Frankenstein. Voila. So I'm short one book. No, I'm not short one book because I bought two, didn't I? We're fine. Do not panic. No, less than that. Said less. The line's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I absolutely love what they've done. I'm going to 16. Let's see if I can get it 2 above. We have the dulling. So I'm going to get $15 for that one. Eventually, I will start dividing them by section. We're getting that one for, that was $300, so I've more than made my money back for that one. Let's go $350 on that. Let's double my money. So no, there wasn't much on the shelf when you came in. I do apologise for that. You seem to be paying pretty much any price that I put in front of them. Yeah, I'm fairly certain in real life it's quite hard to come across. It's quite hard to make money on books, unless of course you're doing a lot of second hand. Yeah, they are paying pretty much whatever I put in front of them. Can't complain. It's a tidy amount. Living my bookshop capitalist dream right now. I make good money now. I'm gonna order some, start of the day, ordering a few of these. I don't need another license. So, yes, there it is. So I can do my corner now. I mean, that was quite cheap actually. I need my rug first. No. Oh, this has gone wrong. This has gone terribly, terribly wrong. My rug there. My lamp. Slightly off. I told you, I was manifesting this. Feels wrong, and I'm not sure why. But it's okay. It's okay. Books. Give me my sweet, sweet, sweet Jane Langdon. I don't know what that means. I mean, I'd have to get one of them books and one of the used books. Otherwise, I'm not really making any profit off them. I've got another Jane Lane. I put two of them on the same pedestal. That's the question. AFK Girl, I'm pretty sure I get decent money for that one. Yeah, 315. Which I will sell for about 400. So I've gone from a small-time blind bookshop owner to a little bit of a fiend. And 200. Rounding up. 350 again. You know what? I'm really going to push it. Well, that was a second for that to come in. I'm going to put this in the bin because I no longer need it. I actually use the chairs. Love it. That's made my day. Ooh. Oh, well, that went for 400. 250. See if I can bang another £100 on it. $100, sorry. They just moan at how expensive that was. I think they did. They were gonna buy it. Okay, maybe I've pushed my luck a bit too much. Maybe. Go 225. A regular Dell boy now. I'm sorry, I refuse to go any lower. I know my worth. The bookshop curator, Matt. Please, if you can't afford the rare books, please move along. Everybody's so obsessed with my legendary book. Boop, boop, boop. You can't blame them. Look at it. It's magnificent. It's the most astounding book you've ever seen. It shall live here forever. Ooh. Purchase 50 book boxes. What can I say? You know, I'm always shocked by the amount of people that do read books. I often think that is all books like a dying medium? Like, people really have them anymore, or do they just listen to podcasts, or do they listen to podcasts and like audiobooks and stuff? But anytime you walk into a bookstore, not even anytime you walk into like the works or something, like, it's rammed. There's a lot of people buying them, and then there's like bestsellers, and then you see relatively unknown authors selling hundreds and thousands of copies. So it's definitely still very much alive. Oftentimes I just think it's a bit mental. Come on, buy it. You know you want to. It's only $225. I'm modest. $225. Who would not want that? Pop it in your basket, ma'am. Ma'am. Pop it in your basket. I feel I have been shafted. And I have an immovable book. Oh no, somebody has bought it. He bought it. She bought it. Somebody bought it. Hey. Got them anyway. Oh, hello, sir. What beautiful eyes you have, sir. Please do come again. Was it you? Were you the one that bought my book? You're not. I was so hasty. I was not paying attention to any of the books being purchased, chased. You know, it seems to have like the progression done really well in this one. That you can move quite quickly through it. I feel like it's extremely restricted. I keep coming back to it, but in like Supermarket Simulator, like a lot of the game's progression is tied to like loans, which I always found quite strange. What is that? Can I sell that? I want to sell it. I wish to sell it. Can I sell it? Sell it. It's a lot of money. What on God's green earth is that? Yes. I need to have that on my stand. That's one of the greatest things I've ever seen. Oh, it's like the Book of the Dead in The Mummy. Just yeeted that. Yes. 225 on that one. No, shall I go 250 on that one? Because the other one was... Can't remember what the other one was. Oh. And why you are the reader, sir? Got really lucky on those ones. Really lucky on those ones. Okay, ma'am. Have a good day, ma'am. Loving it. I'm loving the loot boxes. I'm gonna do away with everything and just have these. Oh, I changed it just before you picked it up. At least I'm very much hoping that happens, because I don't want to sell that at market price. Could I pick that out? I wanted to pick that out, and somebody bought my $600 book. Oh, I'm gonna be making some money. $600 speed book. Need some faster workers there. Did she just pick up that one again? She taken 2 of the rare books. I wanted centerpiece as they walk in. $5. How many used books doing? All I need? I'll just buy one of each. Is it Dankenstein? I need 2 of. It is Dankenstein. I need 2 of. I feel like it might be an illusion, but the books, shelves aren't emptying as quickly. I feel like that's definitely an illusion. Frankenstein's fine. There's no reason for anybody to come to the back. Anyway, the tripping hazard is absolutely fine. And there is one thing that I would like to play for my like Sundays, where I just do just whatever. It's a game called, for those who are about to die, and it's like a gladiator simulator. I played the demo. Ma'am, you are clashing. You're clashing with my aesthetic. Anyway, it's like a gladiator simulator where you manage the gladiator, but then when you send the gladiator off, you play as the gladiator. Honestly, for it being an early access game, it was the most fun I've had on a game in a long time. Very unique concept. Yeah, the game that I talked about in the last one, my partner's decided that I have to do. I can't remember for the life of me what the name of the game is. Where you're cycling down a road and you've got to avoid ghosts who are trying to attack you. So for my Spooky Saturday stream, that will be the game of choice. Still need to buy it, but it looks kind of like cozy, and it's time for my loot boxes. It looks cozy and spooky at the same time. It's very cozy in how it looks, but not so cozy in how it plays. Obviously, I feel like the world's greatest entrepreneur right now, finding these books. It's like I'm on Storage Wars. Storage Hunters, whatever it was. Return of the Return of the King Blank. There's one thing you've got to love about this game, it is the way that they have named the books. When I'm keeping my Harry Fodder collection close by, so every time I buy a license, it's going to be the Harry Fodder collection. Phenomenal stuff. Oh, I didn't get anything out of that one. I've more than made them up on the other two, so I'm not going to complain. So let's put them in the pedestal. I feel like it could quite easily. It's a 250. I want to say quite easily, but it depends how well it goes in my favour. I could quite easily just buy those little loot boxes. I feel like I'm turning into like a gambling addict now. I think I'm going to put... Yes, I am. I need a bigger rug. Or shall I label it there? And then another chair, another floor light, and a plant. Oh my god, it's all going wrong. Just like mirrored. No, the thing I want is right at the bottom. Right at the bottom. As is always the case. I love the fact that they use... That was not what I meant to do. Okay, that looks a bit sad. I was expecting a bit more. Okay, I'm going to have to You knocked over my plant. Who do you think you are? Put it there. Put it down. Oh. Oh. Oh no. Oh no. I'll pop it there. Oh, the chaos of running a bookshop. Do they not know this is supposed to be a cozy stream? There we go. All is okay with the world again. I think what we need $328. Honestly, if bookshops made this much money, they'd run the world. Well, I suppose Waterstones make that much money off one book. Okay, so I'm going to buy two. I'm going to buy 2 more licenses, and then I'm going to buy I want a fancier bookshelf. Do I have to unlock them? I do. I do have to unlock them. It's fine. I can deal with that. I get bigger bushes. Two hours of me calling you a good little bush. Forgot what I was doing then. Need to buy 2 licenses. Let's go. It needs to be something relaxing. Okay. Time engine. No, we don't want science fiction. Should we go romance? What do you think people would usually sit down to read? I'm going kids. Fantasy? I want all them in together. Classic fiction. So let's go. Les Fortunes. Les Miserables. And we want fiction. I don't have that many fictions. Most of them are fantasy. Got a lot of hell of a lot of fantasy. Let's go Bread Ball. I have no idea what that is supposed to be. All that's going through my head is Ben Stiller's Dodgeball. And that is a great movie. Okay, I'm gonna have to place these afterwards, I think. How close can I get? There. I think it's you. You're the problem here. My darling, you're the problem. You're causing issues. Slow down, darling. Causing a scene. And then we can have like just little things on the walls going around. Honestly, I don't know where this creativity has come from. Oh, a carpet. What carpet would go best with the red? Any thoughts? Feeling blue. Feeling a blue carpet. So let's go blue carpet. I'm completely neglecting all of my customers. I know, but it's okay. They understand. They know the stresses of running a price gouging bookstore like mine. Maybe Jeff Bezos in a week. Oh, I got a new book. Via that. I haven't bought a cat yet. Why have I not bought a cat? Who do I think I am? I mean, the little box is putting me off slightly unless I can place it outside. So I don't know why I'm taking personal offence to a little box being in my bookshop corner. Did I even buy? Right, go away. I did buy it, didn't I? I did buy the car. Oh, hello. Did buy the car. Did that work? It's got lines in it. It's like a library. I think I may have to. We learn. We move. We go again. As calm as I am with these queues, if I was at work, I had to wait in a queue for more than 2 seconds, I'd be mortified. You know, shopping at Aldi has that effect on you. Because they never seem to want to have a queue. You're always like, as soon as you are waiting, they open another till for you. So I've almost become a bit of a snob when it comes to waiting in queues. Because you'll go to Aldi, you'll never have to wait in a queue. And then you go to B&M next door. Kind of telling people my secrets, it'd be so easy to stalk me now. Going to B&M next door and you're waiting halfway up an aisle. And it's just not okay. You know, it's my age. I don't have the time to be waiting in queues, you know. It's just not on. Is it time for... Oh, I need to buy some books. Boop, 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 boop. Boop. Boop, boop, boop. I've not been playing this game long. And already I'm addicted to the used books. It's a problem. It's a real problem. But I just can't help myself. The excitement of pulling out one of the rarer books is just too much for me to pass. And a bar. They're not these customers, they're not as fickle as they are in Supermarket Simulator. You know, you put the price up like 5 cents and all hell breaks loose. But these guys are pretty flexible. You don't have to worry too much about what you're pricing things at. And it helps considerably with the pacing. I don't feel like I'm going to have to wait forever to upgrade the Twin Spires. It'd be nice if I could get like a display cabinet for each of these. Have I priced this one before? I have. Like display them in the windows. Need to further my Harry Potter collection. Oh, and I can't wait to play the new Harry Potter. Like, I loved... I don't care about the speed book. I loved the first Harry Potter. Well, Hogwarts Legacy is what I mean, not Harry Potter. Hogwarts Legacy is incredible. The exploring the map didn't hold too much to it, like after you'd completed everything. It was a stunning map, just flying around, and it gave you like that real sense of what it was like if you're as old as me and you were around when Harry Potter came out on the PS1 and the PlayStation 2, and you were able to run around the whole of Hogwarts and the grounds. I played that so many hours as a kid. Absolutely loved every second of it. And then you get the second one where you're able to get a broom and you're able to ride around in that broom, weaving in and out of all of the castle spires and whatnot. And then the third one, they give you the hippogriff. And when they did that, when they brought Hogwarts Legacy back, I mean, in the fourth, the Goblet of Fire, they removed all the open world. It was all chapters based, and that broke my heart. Absolutely broke my heart. I loved that game. And then they brought Hogwarts Legacy out, and you could do all that all over again in high definition this time, and I wasn't running around grabbing beans. You know what? I wasn't even mad at that. Honestly, it ignited something in me. And I'm so looking forward to playing the next one. I remember when I was playing the Chamber of Secrets as a kid, and I was stuck on the Basilisk level for what felt like forever. It must have been like 2-3 weeks of me absolutely raging at this game because I couldn't figure out how to get like the beam to hit the basilisk. So I thought like the game was broken. I was raging and I was raging. And I had such determination as a child, clearly, because I just didn't give up. And then one day, like, I hit the controller, and it hit the basilisk. And at no point had I thought, maybe I should move the analog stick. At no point in 3 weeks did it dawn on me as a kid to just move the analog stick. That was it. That's all it took. And then boom, I was done. Memories, and talking about it now makes me really want to buy, or even get, I mean, I'm on PC, so I can have an emulator. Should we extend? Let's extend. Oh, I haven't paid any bills. Oops. My bad. You just hate it when you accidentally... Oh. How many can I have? I mean, it's Coffee Bean, isn't it? It's got to be Coffee Bean. Got Coffee Bean, got Surf Fluffle Wiggles, Mr. Socks, Peanut. It's going to be Coffee Bean. I'm going to extend, and then I'm going to find a place for the cat. I can't remember. Oh, Expandy Landy, not mine. Let's go backwards. There we go. Ooh. And then can I expand this space then? and I'm having a cat. Plain and simple. I think I will put it just in this corner. I don't think we can extend here, so this corner can stay kind of as is. I'll just move all of this back. There is no reason for anybody to come here. That frees up all of this extra space. Correct at these. Did not think that one, and that creates a little stopper. That fills that gap. Pick that up. I want it almost like central as they're walking through, so it's like, whoop. Look at this insanely fancy book. Then we continue on our way. Do I have to have a little box? Is that a necessity? Can I just have the cat bed? Ball scratching pad. Oh no, that's getting swindled. A jewel. Although I've heard in real life that you're not supposed to have the jewel pet bowls for a cat because they don't tend to drink where the food source is, which is why you'll frequently find them drinking out of a toilet. The more you know. So it's going to be coffee bean. You can have more than one. You can put them up for adoption. That's terrible. Don't you worry, Mr. Coffee Bean. It's never going to happen. Not on my watch. Behave. Hang on, I've just got to set up your little corner. You'll be in there in just a moment. Or not. I'm sorry, Mr. Coffee Bean, but your bed clashes quite heavily with my aesthetic, so we're going to have to change the colour of your bed, Mr. Coffee Bean. What are we feeling? Orange, pink. It needs to match the room. Should go white, clinical. Maybe a bit nightmare to wash. We will go with that. I'm going white. I'm going white. No, I can't. No, I can't. I mean, the fact that you can have a pet in here. Come on, Mr. Coffee Bean. Stretch your legs. That is a chunky cat. I want to pet you. There we go. That is a heckin' chunky cat. Oh Lord, he coming. Oh Lord, he coming. Gotta pay the cat tax. Oh. That went horribly wrong. Oh, it uses the bird. Behave. Behave. My partner's friend has got a ginger cat called Dutch, and she's like this tiny little ginger thing. And she like drools whenever you stroke her, and I want to rob her so desperately, but we've got 2 rabbits. We've got a mini lock cross with or what we believe is a mini lock crossed with a Rex rabbit, where they've got the ears straight up. We thought she was a mini lop at first. Oh. No, we thought that she was a mini lop at first. But only one of her ears has dropped. So she's got one floppy ear and one long ear. I was, to be fair, hoping that her ears didn't drop. Because after we got her, I read that they struggle with communication with other rabbits. So I was worried that she wouldn't be able to effectively communicate with our other rabbit. And that would hurt their chances of bonding. But she's got the one ear. But she can still control her floppy ear to some degree. It kind of does what it wants most of the time. And then when she needs it, it stands to attention. It's there for her. And then we've got a continental giant. And he is the dopiest, yet smartest animal I have ever met in my life. He thinks, and you can, like, when you look in her eyes, I call her smooth brain. My smooth brain baby, because she has just nothing behind her eyes when she looks at you. I mean, she has her favourite, which is me, of course. But she doesn't often let my partner touch her. She only really lets me touch her. But she is a little smooth brain. There is nothing going on behind those eyes. Yet she's so polite. And then Dylan, hence my name, the immortal Dilbo. Because continental giants, they don't live very long. They live 3 years, and we adopted him. She'd had a rabbit previous, and he died at less than a year old. So I was waiting for her to be ready for another rabbit. And then she saw Dylan on a rehoming site. They go for free. And it's always bad when animals go for free, because they go to some less than reputable characters, shall we say. So we got him. I love it. And he was already 3 when we bought him. When we picked him up. And unfortunately, they only live to be about 3 years old. So she's always terrified of losing him, because they have a very, very special bond, those two do. So I wanted to immortalise Dylan. My channel was named something else before I decided this. But I wanted something a bit more personal. So I went with the immortal Dilbo, because she likes falling asleep to my streams. Every time she looks at it, like my picture does, like the rabbit in my picture looks exactly like Dylan, minus the monocle. And I wanted that, I don't know, just to be a little something for her. But he's 4 now. He's 4 years old. He's an old man. But he is the most relaxed animal you will ever meet in your life. Same rabbits are typically skittish. You could have a Hoover going, you could have TV on maximum volume. You could set off a bomb next to this animal and he would not flinch at all. And even at like the age of 4, so we have next to the bed, we have his treat jar, and it's full of a lot of like the natural treats. We try and avoid anything that is potentially harmful to them. And he sleeps like most of the time. He's a big boy. The problem with the continental giants is they bred the Flemish giants with the English lot, the mini lops, not the mini lops, the smaller rabbits. Let's just say the regular size rabbits. So they got the size of the big rabbit with the heart of the small rabbit. So the hearts tend to give out. So he just takes it very easy. He's very lazy. He sleeps a lot. We take him for regular checkups and he's doing absolutely fine. Let's have another one. but you can go and stroke him when he's asleep. He's that relaxed, he just will not even recognize that you're there. He'll just let you do it. He flops all the time. He flops over anywhere that is near us. We did have to get him neutered as well, because that was putting strain on his heart. And oh god, spent a lot of money. Oh, I've used all them. I was putting a lot of strain on his heart, and he used to get really jealous before he was neutered. So I could leave the house and he would be absolutely fine. Absolutely fine, not bothered. My partner could leave the house without me, and that would be absolutely fine. Job's a good one. If we left the house together, he was chewing through that internet wire instantly. And you would get back and he'd have the grumpiest look on his face you've ever seen. Like, there shouldn't be this much intelligence from like a rabbit, you would think, because rabbits are like generally thought of as quite dopey. I paid the cat tax. And it's weird, like when you look at him, when you talk to him, he genuinely looks at you as if he's listening. And he understands like basic commands. But only if he feels like listening to you. Like if Charlotte talks to him, he'll run. If I talk to him, he's not interested. So he is quite funny, but I love the character that you can get in animals. Like my cat that I had when I was younger with my mom. She was this like proper chubby thing. She was chunky, like she was proper chunky. Her name was Tia, and her nickname was Fatty T. She was this big chunky little thing. Loved her to death. She's so clever. But she just was not fazed by anything. And like we had 2 dogs, 2 Jack Russells, and she lorded over them like no tomorrow. When we first got her as a kitten, she would climb. So we'd put her in the little fenced off area, and she would just the first day that we got home, she walked around the outside of it, found the closest side that was to a like work cabinet, and scaled the side of it and jumped out. And this was as a kitten, and then jumped down off the side onto the floor and went wandering. She wasn't timid, no nothing. And then our dog, because we had like a small Jack Russell, she used to get bullied by one of the cats that was around. No, sorry, Tia used to get bullied by one of the cats that was around the area. And our small Jack Russell used to chase this cat off. As soon as she went, "Where's the black cat?" barking like crazy, she was running off into that garden. She had it in for this black cat. But you'd like change it up. So you'd be like, "Where's the black?" And then she'd like, her ears would prick up, and you go, "Hat," and then she'd just walk off. Like absolutely disgusting. It's like when you fake throw a ball, and she wasn't angry, she was just disappointed. But anyway, moving on a few years, he got bigger. She wasn't afraid of this cat anymore. She very much ruled the roost. Like for saying she never used to run around or anything, she could pack a wallop. Like if you're playing with her, if she caught your hand, she'd leave a bruise on your hand. The level of lazy that this cat is. We had a 6-foot fence that went around the back end of the garden. And one summer we were all outside, and she walks out, and she walks up to one corner of the garden fence, looks up at it, thinks, "No." Moves to the next panel, looks up at it, "No." Does that the whole way around, and then when she gets to the end, she looks up at it for a long while, and I must just think, not interested in that, and just lies down. The laziest cat you've ever seen. And then my sister brought over her boyfriend's dog at the time, and you could tell that he ruled the roost. He was the one that made all the decisions in that house. And came over, he was clearly not used to laminate flooring. I tell you now, he was not used to laminate flooring. So he was like proper shaky on his feet, completely unsure of how to go about navigating this. Like, oh my god, I can get a cat tree. Sold. So I'm not putting you up for adoption, Coffee Bean, don't you worry. So this dog comes in and obviously tries to assert dominance over our two dogs. Like, Alfie was slightly bigger than Ruby. Ruby was the miniature Jack Russell, and Alfie was the. We're gonna have to get you like a whole space, Coffee Bean. We're gonna have to. You know what? I can go on the rug. I can go like that. And the customers can watch you. Oh, the customers can watch you sleep. Yes. Anyway, the dog comes in, barking, growling at Ruby and Alfie, and like making them cower. And Tia, she comes in and just saunters, and I mean saunters, her way up through the kitchen and into the hallway where they are. And he starts barking and barking, and he's a big dog. Like he's like just a little bit smaller than a border collie. And she doesn't even look at him. Doesn't bat an eye at this dog. And then she gets close to him because she's going upstairs to bed. And he like nips at her. She stops dead. Doesn't like jump away as you would like expect a scaredy cat to. She stands there, just looks at him, turns ever so slightly, and just backs him round the head. And he spins around on the laminate floor like 4 times. And like backs down quite quickly. And she just stares at him again for a few more seconds, and then just goes to bed. Just saunters off to bed. And it's incredible the character that you can get in a lot of animals, like ones that you wouldn't expect. One of the reasons I do love cats is because they're not dependent on you in any way. They're so independent, but they have such like wacky characters. My sister is an avid cat collector. She's got loads of them. She's one of them people that like whenever she goes out, she comes across like an animal in distress. I don't know how she manages it, but you know, she'll call up and be like, oh, by the way, I've just found this cat on the side of the road, or this dog stuck somewhere, or this bird that's got a broken wing. I don't know how she manages it. I have never once come across an animal in distress. But she's got tons and tons of animals, mainly cats. And there's one called, what's his name? Buzz. And he's like this big black cat, and he's got this mane. I mean, like a mane, like he's wearing the coats of his enemies. So I naturally have to give him a cooler sounding name than Buzz. So it's Vladimir Zvirkovsky. And he wears the coat of his enemies. And he rules the roost. He got shaved once for an operation, and like his head was just shaved. His whole head. He looked hilarious. And like, obviously as humans, we saw that, we'd laugh hysterically. These cats were terrified of him. So you've got this very grumpy looking, shaved headed cat just lording himself over. He looked like a vulture. He looked hilarious. But that's like, he just had presence, he had aura. And these cats wouldn't dare step out of line. But like, cats tend to have like I think it's like a 1 mile radius, if that, where they guard. That's the way you put it. Like a territory. My sister's had to put a tag on him because he's like always out, like he's a hunter, hunts constantly. And he's got like a 4 to 5 mile radius where he just owns the place. So not only does he like rule the roost at home, he's going out and he's making a name for himself. He's like the John Wick of cats. Like, no matter where you go, this cat is feared. He's always bringing in things he's killed. Cute cat. Loves me. Has to go at my sister all the time, but he loves me. Seem to have a way with cats, with animals, to be fair. My partner, she loves animals. She'll always be like, do your Dr. Dolittle thing? And I'm like, what do you mean? Dr. Dolittle thing? She's like, animals come to you. I was like, that's probably because I'm not like, I don't reek of desperation. I'm like, come to me, animal. I need you. I am causing a commotion here. I gotta say, like, I love the zoo. I love going to the zoo, love seeing animals. And if reincarnation is a thing, and I don't come back as a hippo, I am going to be livid. If any of you are looking to put anything in the chat, I want to know what your favourite animal is. I need to know what your favourite animal is. You know, we don't get asked enough as an adult, like, what's your favourite dinosaur? We'll move on to dinosaur in a second. But my favourite animal is by far a hippo. I think it's just how formidable they are as animals. Like, they rule the roost in Africa. I think I know this is meant to be a cozy stream, but I think they kill more humans than every other animal combined in Africa. And I didn't change the prices, did I? I was too busy talking about my darling rabbits. Oh gosh darn. Hippos. Fun facts about hippos. They live just they just don't want to deal with the world. And I can appreciate that. Most definitely I can appreciate that. They don't float and yet spend most of their time in water. Explain that one. And they're so respected that their babies, like their young, will mess with crocodiles just because they can. Just because they won't. They know they don't want to mess with their parents. Like, they can bite through, I think it's 3 inches of steel. Might be misremembering that, but they can bite through steel. They can run as fast as a racehorse. Who doesn't want to come back as that? Failing that, I want to come back as a chaos bird. One of them shoe bills. I need to stop buying books because it's getting bad. If you haven't seen a shoe bill, look it up now. My partner is terrified of the things. Apparently they're really, really friendly to humans. Oh, it's time for my used... It's time for these, whatever these are. Whatever they're called. Loot boxes. And they're like this giant bird with this massive, and I mean massive beak. I make no money on that. And they like clack it together, like really loud. And it is the noisiest thing you've ever seen. I've heard. I've never seen one like out and about. But they are cool. When I say out and about, I'm not likely to run into one anytime soon. But, I mean, I've never seen one in a zoo. And I would love to. Genuinely would love to. Birds aren't really my thing. I'm not a massive fan of flying things. Like, you could take me out with a rogue moth. Ooh. If that was like really your thing. You could put a moth the size of a 5p piece in my room and I'm having a meltdown. I appreciate none of you can see me, but you would be very disappointed if you could see me and you think I get taken out by a 5p size moth. Considering most people say they will avoid me on the street. I've just got one of them faces. I'm not very good at I'm not very animated, shall we say. This is the best way to put it. 125 teeth. Ooh. I'm getting some money for that one. I mean, I'm getting some money for that one. That's 600. You know, I didn't think I'd enjoy this game as much as I am. Oh. Naturally, I'm gonna have to do a playthrough of Jurassic World at some point. Because I am an avid lover of dinosaurs. I played the Ark. Very long. Longer than I am proud of saying I played it, especially when you're playing on official servers. And I loved the chaos more than I loved the dinosaurs on that game. Oh, you could be so toxic. So toxic. It's such a bad game. Such a bad game for that kind of stuff. I used to build my own like humongous prisons and trap people in my prisons. Why? I don't know. I don't know. I couldn't tell you. Maybe I'm just basically Batman. I'm just a sucker for justice. But I digress. One thing I like doing on the Jurassic World, it's kind of like doing reverse of what the park is. Like normally you create like a long sprawling parks and then you keep your dinosaurs in like small cages. And I like to flip that on its head. So you get extra points for like dinosaurs that fight and win. You get like an extra rating. So I try and create like almost like a natural selection park. And so what I'd do is do like pocket parks. Say you'd have small just small sections where your customers, where your guests would have everything that you need. I suppose your customers, where your customers are, where they'd have everything that they needed, just in this small segment of area, and then you'd have like monorails move into different segments. So the more that you needed to expand, Have I opened? No, I haven't. I'm just stood here monologuing. I need to build up my money before I you know what? I want the last Harry Potter. Sorry, it's not Harry Potter. Where is it? Did I buy the last Harry Fodder? That's the one. What? What? Sound like a 5-year-old. What? That's the basic bookshelf again. Yes, my natural selection part. So like, create like your little pocket areas. And then you have a hatchery area. And the hatcheries release dinosaurs into just the surrounding area. So you fence in little pocket parks. So the customers are the ones that are fenced in. And I don't know why I keep saying customers. It's starting to annoy me. Your guests are ones who are fenced in. And what you do, it's end of day. That's why. I'm monologuing too much. Let me end the day. Made money. Yay. Capitalism. And then through natural selection, as I like to call it. True nature. That's what true nature. Space 17. The dinosaurs that you released, because they've got so much open space, they've got so much water available. It works like regardless of what you release, all of their needs are almost like always met. Do I switch it up, or is it like? I think it just works looking like that. I don't feel like I need to switch it up. And aren't you all loving Mr. Coffee Bean? Look at that chunky cat. But yeah, back to my story about how to create the perfect park. It gives you good ratings, thus provides endless entertainment. You know, will your dinosaurs live peacefully and manage to avoid each other? Or will they fight endlessly? And then the winner always gets like, I think they get like, it's like the cat drinking. Right, hear me now. If you've got 5 minutes, Google a giant rabbit drinking. A weird request, I know. But you have not heard anything like it. It caught me off guard. Like, when the small rabbit drinks, you don't really hear anything. But with the big rabbit, because their digestive tract is pretty much just straight through, like from start to finish, it's like a human centipede kind of deal. You guys don't need serving, you're enjoying Mr. Coffee Bean. You can hear it just go straight through. Like, and audibly, like he can be on the other side of the room and you can hear him. You can't hear him like lapping it up, but you can hear it going through his digestive tract because it goes through so fast. So, how did I even get onto that? ADHD is a wonderful thing, but it gives you a very scrambly brain at times. Anyway, eventually I will do a playthrough of Jurassic World, because I love dinosaurs, absolutely love them, and nobody gets asked their favourite dinosaur enough anymore. And I feel like I'm a little bit I'm a closeted Triceratops lover. You know what I mean? In terms of, I like to say, oops, you know what? You can have a bit of charity. It's my money. I'll do what I want with it. Fine. Apparently, I'm not giving charity today. Are you hearing this, Mr. Coffee Bean? Oh wow. You certainly don't need charity. You got money. So I like to say Deinonychus, because you know, I'm edgy. I mean, I'm too cool to like the standard dinosaurs. Deinonychus is just, you know, a little bit fruity. Do I have to refill that? Oh my god, I have to refill it. I am so sorry, Mr. Coffee Bean. I didn't know. It could have told me that. Poor Mr. Coffee Bean has been wasting away to brand. No, he hasn't. Get that back. That's a chunky cat. If anything, he needs to be fed more. Look at him. He needs to be like, dragging his belly across the floor, like my current cat does. I am a fully grown man, adhering to the habits of a 8-pound cat, which has trained me. Well, I say my cat, it's my mum's cat. Whenever I walk through the door, whenever anybody walks through the door, that they are to immediately give her treats. It doesn't matter whether you walked through that door 5 minutes ago and you just went out to get something. You are automatically expected to deliver on this unspoken agreement with this 8-pound cat. She might not be 8 pound, I have no idea how heavy she is. She's chunky, and I suspect that's because of too many treats. But then you feel bad saying no because she'll purr at you, and then when you get down to her level, she'll headbutt you. So you know she's almost strong-arming you into giving her those treats. You have no choice in the matter. It's just nothing but space and opportunity between you and that treat bowl. She's got her own treat bowl. Once we ran out, and I sprinkled some of her actual food, like her biscuits, in there, and she knew. She was not impressed. Not impressed at all. By the idea that I dared to give her the biscuits that she was avoiding for so long. She had no interest in touching those. Bless her. She's old now, she's gonna look 11. Like I say, you wouldn't think it, but she's lazy. And then whenever I used to stay over, and my mum was like, you would, long rug, you would hear like this cat outside going absolutely mental. Absolutely, I did not realise I had unlocked all of this. Oh my god. Where's my long rug? Anyway. There was a cat that was like proper loud, like so loud. Yes, I love it. Love it, darling. Why are you not? Oh, there we go. Ah, that's why. Smooth that. Got a long story short. It was, I think, 6 years before we figured out that the cat that was making the racket that we were complaining about was our cat. And she was just going absolutely mental at any other cat that dared look at her. Wouldn't fight them. She never came back with anything on her, so we never suspected that it was anything to do with her. Didn't suspect that for a second. And yeah, I just looked outside one day, and there she was, like hackles up, like proper stood on end, like being guttural meowing at the cat. It was, for all I knew, just trying to mind his own business. And that concludes stories about my pets. Didn't realise I had so many. But I mean, well, no, actually. How did I forget? To my left is a crested gecko. And I wanted to breed them at one point, because I adored them. I loved like all the different colours and stuff that they can do. They can fire up, they can fire down. So when they fire up, like their colours become so much more vibrant. When they fire down, they look kind of dull. So when she's asleep, she goes almost white. And then when she's awake, she's a bit more yellow. And then when she fires up, she's like this proper bright, vibrant yellow. And I love them, so I was like, you know what, I'm gonna breed them, but their breeding process is quite aggressive, and I couldn't hack it, didn't have the heart for it. I didn't realise that it would be quite as aggressive as reptiles are, which you would have thought I looked a bit more into, and it made one of the gecko that I mated, the female, made her really upset. She just wasn't herself. So I had to give her away to a friend, and then her personality was quite strange for a gecko. She would always come out, and she'd always like lie on you and stuff like that. She really wasn't that bothered. It's quite surprising for an animal like that, because they don't have the part of the brain that makes them feel like love and care. Which is quite sad. But they're not bothered. It's not like it affects them, they're just vibing. But she would come out and she'd sit on your hand, and she used to watch TV, of all things. Used to love a bit of TV, the Knicks. But she lost all of that. She just became really like skittish, and it was a bit sad. I felt terrible, absolutely terrible, for doing that. So naturally, I stopped it immediately. Gave her away to a friend, and I think she was only with my friend for about 2 weeks. Gave her away for free. So I wanted her just to have a better life, and I felt like she was like still had the smells and stuff living with me. That she would always like associate scent. So I wanted to give her like, a chance at a different life and see if that benefited her any. And yeah, about 2-3 weeks later, she was back to her old self. She'd come out and crawl on your hand and say hello to you and whatnot. I don't know if she still watches TV, to be fair. I do need to ask her. Hope she does. She was a funny old little character, but I think I had like 6 at one point, but I've over the time rehomed them all, and I'm just left with my original one, who's called Honey. And she's just dopey. I don't like to handle them since I found out it like stresses them out. So they're more of like an observational animal. They're not like a bearded dragon that'll come out and like sleep with you and stuff like that. They just don't have that part of the brain. So they're proper dopey. So you can get them out and they'll be stressed at first, and then they won't want to go back. But then you can put them back and then try and take them out like 20 minutes later, and then they're like, oh my god, who are you? Never seen you before in my life. so they've not got the longest memories in the world. But they are funny. Like, she doesn't bite or anything, but my God, does she judge you? So quite frequently, I'll normally when I wake up, I'll sit up, and because she's like directly facing the bed, she'll be like on the glass. Because they're arboreal, they climb up high. She'll be like on the glass, and she'll turn her head to look at you. She gives you the most disgusted look you've ever seen in your life. And she's just the sassiest creature, and I'm starting to think I just attract sassy animals. Apart from Penny, the small rabbit, she's not sassy. She's cute. She gets all excited and binkies whenever I walk in, which is quite strange for a rabbit. FYI to anybody that is wanting to get an animal, get yourself a gecko. They are the easiest creatures to look after you'll ever come across. The hardest one I've ever had to look after, like I've had to look after snakes, lizards, geckos, dogs, cats, rabbits. Most of the time it's not even my choice. If you think of getting a rabbit, know that they are the hardest animal I've ever had to look after. Their nature is sadly quite destructive. They're not too bad if they're neutered, but my God, you get them neutered. The boys spray. And when I say spray, it's not like a cat. It is like full on. They'll swing their back end around and get as much coverage as they humanly can. So it is a little bit unpleasant. Because Dylan always used to do it to my partner. Like if he got mad. I mean, the thumping's cute, to be fair. If he got told he wasn't having any more treats, he'd run off to his bed. Thump. Or thump for no reason. He was such an angry rabbit before he was new. Just any reason to thump, he was thumping. Tell you what, you've been waiting here for a long time. Where are my manners? Dear ma'am, that pink looks great on you. Such is the beauty of animals. They're different characters. If anybody does want to share their stories of animals, feel free to share their stories of animals. No pressure. I've been rambling for so long. I've not really done anything with my shop. I don't know what I'm doing. It doesn't matter. There's no point in putting it on out. But wow, I made some money. You know what time it is? What time is it? Summertime. You know what? For a 31-year-old man, I watch the first 2 High School Musicals every Christmas. And that's on the internet now, and everybody knows. And trust me, I would not think it to look at me, but me and my brother, he's 2 years younger than me. He loves it. It's his favourite film. So I've always watched it with him. Learned to love it over the years. He's this big, deep voice like mine. Bearded, tattooed guy. Big, bearded, tattooed guy. And he just loves High School Musical. He went to go see High School Musical on ice. He got the, is it the Wildcats? He got the Wildcats, foam finger and everything. Each their own. So any Christmas when we're together, High School Musical, and we've got a lot of kids in the family, and none of them are even slightly bothered. So it's just me and my brother jamming on the sofa, singing "What time is it? Summertime." Living our best lives. And there is absolutely no shame. There probably should be a little bit of shame, but there's no shame. I have no shame. I will do, and I will encourage anybody to just do whatever they enjoy, whatever makes you happy. Shame is like the worst thing that you can do to yourself. Always strive to just do what makes you happy regardless. Especially as adults. I mean, I was at work the other day and we had like some American stuff come in, and it's not actually, it's knockoff American stuff. And there was some blueberry pancake. Was it blueberry pancake cereal? And I was like, so I've got a sweet tooth. I've got a hell of a sweet tooth. And I was like, I want some blueberry pancake muffins. And somebody said, "You're a grown man. You shouldn't be having cereal." And this just didn't quite compute with me. I was like, a grown man? Why should I not enjoy cereal? If I want to enjoy a blueberry pancake cereal, my darling, I will enjoy a blueberry pancake cereal. I may have 2 bowls. I may have 3. I might just do away with the bowls and just pour milk directly into the box. And I'll grab a spoon and I'll have at it. So I asked them what I should enjoy as a fully grown man. The response? Eggs. Eggs. I have to deny myself blueberry pancake cereal in favor of eggs. Now, can anybody tell me where the justice is in that? Because I personally don't see it. Like, you will catch me, I mean, I don't really drink anymore, but when I did, you'll catch me with the pinkest, flirtiest flirtini you've ever seen in your life. I am all about the cocktails. And I do that for me. I may be a bold, mustached, tattooed 6-foot man, but best believe I will have the pinkest drink in that bar. I may chase it with absinthe, but for that small time, I will enjoy my fruity drink. And I will love every second of it. And you'd think I got made fun of for these things, but I actually don't. I embrace everything that I do. And I would encourage everybody else to do the same. Do what makes you, do what you enjoy. It matters not what the people say or think, because you are the person that is doing it. The only person that it should matter, as long as you're not hurting anybody, the only person that it should matter to. Loot box time. Ignore my in-game gambling here. Oh, I'd already opened them. Sad times. The only person that it should matter to what you do is you. As long as you're not hurting anybody. I'm going to try and increase the price on these. I'm price gouging. I started off trying to be the most modest bookshop owner you've ever seen, but I've quickly turned into the most scandalous bookshop owner you've ever seen in your life. I am price gouging left, right and centre. And in my haste for money, I've completely ignored Coffee Bean. Don't you go out there. It's dangerous. You're too cute to be outdoors. You could be You could be taken. And then am I going to have to go all Liam Neeson up in this tiny bookshop simulator? Ridiculous set of skills I've learned from many years playing simulator games. Make me a nightmare for people like you. Anyway, I digress. Long story short, I never actually got the blueberry pancake cereal because it was a cheap knockoff. If it was like, if I was in America, like if you've ever been to America, some of you might be American to be fair given the time. Oh my god, food in America is phenomenal. Phenomenal. And the last time I went was a very, very long time ago. I went to, was it IHOP? And I had cake for breakfast. And I was like, have I died? Have I gone to heaven? Like, as a man with a sweet tooth, America was just, it was like I came home. If I was in America, I'd be about 60 stone by now, because you've never seen anything like it food wise. I went to a buffet. Like if you go to a buffet in England, you're thinking finger sandwiches. You're thinking nibbles. You know, like disappointment on plates. That's what you're getting. You go to an American buffet. This was like 10 years ago. It was $7. All you can eat. The first thing I came across was a whole chicken. A whole chicken on a plate. It was like, what is happening? And then I went a bit further up and there was steak. Steak at an all-you-can-eat buffet. And it wasn't charred. It was like perfectly cooked. Perfectly to me is like rare, medium rare. I mean, we have blue sometimes. I became quite the connoisseur of cooking steak when my other half had a blah 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 blah. A bit of a hyper focus on steak. I used to be a terrible cook, and since I got together with my current partner, I've become quite the chef that extends now beyond beans on toast with cheese and to steak with tender stem broccoli and mac and cheese homemade. It's not, I can't homemade mac and cheese. I can't go through the trauma of stirring that pot. But yeah, back to America. Went to McDonald's there. And a lot of people think it's just like the portion sizes that are different, but it's not. It is the taste. I don't know what they put in things in America. Oh my god, it tastes amazing. I know that a lot of our laws in England stop. Oh my god. You're nearly starved. Attacks. I know that a lot of the food laws stop the importation of American like sweets or candy. But if you ever get the chance, strawberry Fanta, although like it's been dulled down a lot, if you ever go to America, strawberry Fanta. It is, oh, it's syrupy. Energy drinks, everything is just so much sweeter. Like you would never believe. It is so crisp. Like if you've ever had an energy drink in England, you'll notice, like if you had them about, how old am I now? Well, that's depressing when I did the maths, because we're looking at nearly 20 years ago when I was 14. 16 years. 15 years ago. No. Yeah, 15 years ago. They were syrupy, like they were thick, they were sugary. Oh. And now they feel a bit hollow. Go to America, doesn't matter. They're still exactly as they used to be. I didn't want to leave, truth be told. I mean, if I didn't have to do my own taxes, I would quite happily have lived there. But I was like 15, so yeah. I don't think that was in the cards. And the traumatizing stories from America is I'd never heard of butterscotch before. So I was 14. I think the first time I was there. We're going to Disneyland and Universal Studios. Phenomenal places, by the way, if you ever get the chance to go. And sat down to eat an IHOP and had ordered a stack of pancakes with have 10,000 bleps. What does that mean? I don't know. And my pancakes, they came out with a dollop of some undisclosed, well, it was butterscotch, as I eventually found out, on top of the pancakes. I was like, sound, like, this is clearly ice cream. Clearly ice cream. So I asked my parents, is this okay to eat? Is this ice cream? And they said, yes. Liars, the pair of them. So I took this whole dollop of butterscotch and put it in my mouth. And it traumatized me to this day. I've never touched butterscotch since. And they did the same thing with horseradish when I was about 7. That's rice pudding, they said. When it was in one of them like serving dishes where it has like loads of the different what are they called? Like table sauces? Or like one of them spinny things. So I took a spoonful of horseradish, and I can't see you, but I can hear a lot of you cringing, and just put the whole thing in my mouth. And I was traumatized. I have not touched horseradish since. And even the sniff of it makes me feel violently ill. So if any lessons can be learned here, when someone tells you to put something in your mouth, do not always believe them when they say that it is something that you would usually like. I didn't put like a teaspoon in this horseradish. It was a tablespoon. It was a damn tablespoon. And I swallowed. Swallowed. One of the greatest regrets of my life, that was. I don't think I'm surprised that nothing is off sale. I've just been rambling. Oh no, something is off sale. Just been rambling about food. If I were to pick a favourite food, I mean the obvious ones are like steak. Steak, pasta dishes and stuff like that. It's got to be I say simple burger. I was trying to think of some like elaborate thing that I've eaten. There's a Italian place near where I live, and every time I go in there I try something different, and they did this 4 cheese ravioli, and oh good god, it was like God himself came in my mouth. It was heavenly. You've never ever experienced anything quite like it. So if you ever get the opportunity, go to an Italian restaurant, and if they have 4 cheese ravioli, gobble that up in seconds. Yeah, I think a simple burger. Not barbecue burger. Not barbecue burger, unless you're in America. If you're in America, anything meat-based is, oh, it's next level. I'd like you to think about, like, what, if you were given like a last meal, what would be the meal that you chose? Mine definitely, yeah. Burger. Aberdeen Angus. Aberdeen Angus, there's no better. No better at all. And, you know, for saying I haven't read in a long time, this is making me want to get back into reading. I can remember the first time I ever read Harry Potter. Sorry, Harry Fodder. And it was magic. And you can understand, pun intended, you can understand why it's blown up to the degree that it has, because it was insanely good. Like, it was, I don't know if there was like another franchise, apart from Lord of the Rings, book-wise, that had blown up to the degree that it had. Obviously, I wasn't very old at that point, so there could have been. I haven't read a lot since I was like, actually like 13, 12 maybe. That's when the ADHD kicked in hard. Hormones are a hell of a thing. But it doesn't affect me all that much. I just get bored a lot. Tell a lie, it affects me all the time. But we move, we get on with life. And I was talking about Hogwarts Legacy earlier, but it's made me really, really want to play like the old. Like, if there was a game that you could play again for the first time, I know a lot of people choose games like Skyrim, but like, is it play it for the first time now, or is it play it for the first time as a kid? Like, go back to the first time that you ever played it. Like, if I was to play it for the first time now, I think I would actually get a bit bored of Skyrim. Just because there is so many games with so much, especially if you own a PC. These games with such like unique concepts to them now that Skyrim doesn't really stand out all that much until they remaster New Vegas. Then, you know, Bethesda will be, you know, back up in my good graces. What on earth is this? Over there? There? There. If I was going to choose a game that I would play again for the first time, it would be Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets on PlayStation 1, I think it was. Or PlayStation 2, I can't remember which one it was. I was going to say Digimon, but I was terrible at that game. I was awful. I mean, I was like 5, I think, when I played Digimon for the first time. I mean, I aged out of it very quickly, but it was awful in that game. Like, all I wanted was Metal Greymon. That's all I wanted. And all I ever got was that poop demon. Poop Digimon. I don't know how. I think it was because you don't get the Digimon to the toilet, but why are Digimon using toilets? They're just animals. Well, that sounded like really dismissive. Just animals. They're these sentient creatures. They're just animals. I think I have enough. I'm high enough level for another Harry Potter book. Sorry, Harry Fodder book. Why is Paris, France level? I don't know what that means. Stuart Big. B.I.G. I was about to break into a Notorious Big song then, but I think this is the wrong place for that. Where is it? Harry Potter. How many more can I have? So I need to get a halfling, which I'm assuming is Hobbit. Yeah, it is. So I need another one. So I know I want to get on the next ones. Remind me. can't really put anything on the storage shelf. Oh, that's personal shelf, and then you get storage shelf. Yeah, it'd be fine. The floor's fine. The floor's fine. We don't need to be all. Oh, no. There we go. We don't need to be all about this business. Harry Fodder and the Master Relics. What's the other one? Where is it? Halfling. Stunning. So yeah, remind me that the next ones that I want to do are the whatever they're called, the Lord of the Rings knockoff books, and I need to find out what this. I've never played this game before. Got the halfling on here. Voila. Hello sir, what you doing at this time? Walk through my boxes. That's fun. Anyway. I was going to say something then, but I've completely forgot what I was going to say. Yeah, so I've just recently started the stream. I haven't been doing it for long. I've been doing it for... I think this is my 5th stream. I was kind of toying between what I should do. I kind of settled on the cozy thing because of my ADHD, I struggle to relax. I don't want to do medication, but I would like to help other people relax if I can. So I was settled on doing like cozy streams. It's like my main thing. And then on like the weekends, do something a little bit different. So on like Saturday, doing the... I still haven't looked up what it is. It's a game about riding through the countryside while like on a bicycle, whilst these ghosts are trying to get you, and you've got to avoid the ghosts. And it looks excellent. It looks absolutely fantastic. Anyway, back to the streams. And then on Sunday, I think I'll do We Who Are About to Die, which is it's like a gladiator. Like a gladiator sim, but you manage the gladiator and also fight as a gladiator. So it's fantastic. I lost like an hour in the demo earlier. There's a guy that I follow on TikTok who recommends games with like really unique concepts to them. I love playing a game with a unique concept. I was very disappointed when I played Avatar Frontiers of Pandora. It was just like Far Cry, but in Avatar, and I was really looking forward to like a proper in-depth story. But anyway, what I was going to say is I want to get back into running. So streaming, because I've only started it recently, it's taken over like the fitness aspect of my life, because I feel like it's really important to stay fit and healthy. I say that, and then I do running, which increases your cortisol. But I do hike, and if you've never done hiking before, or you're intimidated by hiking, just go and do it. Just go and do it. Getting out of, especially if you live in a city and it's like a concrete jungle or anything like that, or even if you live in a town like I do, just getting away from your general area for like 4 hours does wonders for mental health. Absolute wonders for it. I want to get back into that, but it can become quite difficult. Like I run a 45-hour-a-week job, and then I do this like kind of on the side. That's why I tend to do it quite late. So I normally start streaming at about 6. I left it a bit late because I was procrastinating today. And then try and finish it up at around about 12. I mean, I've got work at 7, so I should probably wrap it up fairly soon. But, when you're trying to juggle that, luckily I've never had kids. I say luckily, like I'm not saying that's a bad thing for those that have, but it's not really my thing. Wanted them when I was younger, but as I've got older, I'm not really too fussed. Take them or leave them. But I need to find the time to get back into like doing my running, because I did like a half marathon a while ago, like a good while ago, and I just kind of fell out of love with it from there. But then I recently moved to a new place of work, not like a whole new company, I've just moved to a different area, and my manager is a marathon runner, which has inspired me to try and get back into it again. When if he didn't inspire me, his friend inspired me, because his friend, I don't know if you've ever heard of ultra running. An ultra run is anything I think above what a marathon is, so typically it's 50 kilometers. His friend did a Tough Mudder, so it's one of them where you go through the mud and like go over obstacles and things like that. And I think it was like a 24-hour ultra Tough Mudder, and this man completed it. Like, he did it at a pace of like 7 kilometers a minute, which doesn't sound like a lot to anybody who's ever done running. Like, that's not a big pace, but to do that for 24 hours is insane. And this man runs between his towns every single day. Like, he's like full on fitness guru. Lovely guy. But his son's the same. His son's like 13 and can do an ultra marathon. Absolutely insane. I learned a bit more into like the weightlifting side of things. So I'm quite lucky in my genetics, so it comes quite naturally to me. Running, not so much. So I have to work a bit harder at running than I do have to do at weightlifting. To be honest, I'd rather do it at the running side of it rather than the weightlifting. And all it did was knacker up my joints. So yeah, be careful when you weightlift. I ended up turning my hip inwards when I was doing a squat, and ended up knackering up my hip. So don't do that, kids. Stick to running. So yeah, all I really need to do is just juggle. Just learn how to juggle. So you've got your relationship, you can't neglect your partner. You've got work. My 45 hours a week routinely turned into 50 plus. Then I've got streaming. I want to bring as much content as I can to you guys at the same time. Because I listen to Mad Morph. When me and my partner are falling to sleep together, we'll always listen to Mad Morph. If you haven't watched them, I mean, if you're looking at cozy streams and whatnot, you'll have come across Mad Morph. He doesn't release as many because he's got 3. I open the store. I have not opened the store. You were just waiting, weren't you? Just waiting for the store to open. But if ever you want like an ASMR style video gameplay, he is your man. He is your man. We've almost conditioned ourselves to fall asleep to his voice. I think like we got in bed the other day at like midday. And I was like, he's released another game. I haven't seen one in a while. Let's put it on. Within like 10-15 minutes, we were asleep. Just like conked out. Woke up like, how you wake up after a nap that wasn't planned. Woke up. Who's Prime Minister? What year is it? Why is it so hot? So if ever you're struggling to sleep, like my partner has insomnia, and this man can get her to sleep in like 5 minutes. when I'm not around. It's not my job when I'm at work or something. So if ever you want good, wholesome, cozy content, that Wolf's your man. Right, my lovelies. Come to the mention of hiking earlier. If you ever get the opportunity, if you live in England, and you get the opportunity to go to Lud's Church, take it. 100% take it. It's like a little crevice that you walk through the woods and you go down into what is just like literally, it's just a rock face. That's all it is. And the rock face, as you climb through, it's more like a scramble. As you scramble through, it opens up into this massive like canyon. Well, I say massive, it's not like Grand Canyon, but it's just this big open space. It's got like moss and vines creeping down the walls, and it's just these massive rock faces on either side of you. And you can walk through it. It's huge. And then again, you come out on the other side, and it's just another rock face. It's just in the floor. It's really weird. You just walk up these little steps and you're out of this massive crevasse that you won't want to be running through the woods and accidentally slip into it. So if you ever get the opportunity to go, 100% go. The roaches are normally mixed with it, which are like huge. You're like on a ridge. In the Peak District is where all these are. I did dislocate my ankle there, but that was my own silly fault. Anyway, if you're going, go with good shoes is all I'm going to say. The roaches are on like a ridge, and they've got loads of like rock faces jutting out all over the place. And it is stunning. Absolutely stunning. You can see for like miles, like you can see the lakes down in the valleys. It's absolutely incredible. So if you ever get the opportunity to do it, 100% do it. It's hard to recommend hikes to like new starters. So like going up the incline, and there's quite a lot of people that don't, but you can get a lot of really nice, like Dovedale. You can get loads of really, really nice and really scenic routes. Like Dovedale's known for the stepping stones, but you can veer off to the left and you get to the end of the stepping stones, and it takes you on a walk down the river. And it's flat for the most part. It's only really at the end that you get an incline. Anyway, I think, yeah, we're good. Sorry, my headset's died. That's fine. You've got desktop audio. We're all good. Bear with me. Right, I was absolutely mortified that you would have lost sound then. I do apologise. What was I saying? I've completely lost what I was saying. But anyway, my point is, just get out and go around and just see the things that are out there. Make some time for yourself, is my point. Because I think you can get so bogged down in relationships, you can get so bogged down in stuff that involves so many other people. A bit of time for yourself is just nice. Most of the time when I go out hiking, I go out on my own. If I go out running, I go out on my own. It's a great time to reflect and and nothing humbles you like going up a big hill and then looking out over everything, because there's so many like villages and things dotted around. And oh, you don't like, oh, it's too expensive. That's why they're not selling. It looks like really small villages just dotted around all over the place. And you realize just how small things are. Just how tiny the areas are. Right. Just need to nudge around so that I can get my charger for my headset. Otherwise I can't hear anything, sadly. I really should have got a wired one in hindsight, because I always forget to put them on charge. Plenty of opportunity to put them on charge, I just never do. Yeah, afford yourself the opportunity to do that. I mean, if just sitting down and watching these streams is something that really suits you, make that time. Just do it for you. Although I feel in my rambles, I'm accumulating a lot of capital, as you can see. Like a lot of capital. I have a lot of money now. I'm not doing a lot with it, because I'm just so busy rambling about things going on. You know, I often thought that I'd like to run a shop until I worked in one. I still work in one. I'm a manager of a store. And they're really cute and everything. But the logistics that goes into a lot of them are just not worth what you get back. Unless it's like them cute cafes that you see. And there is an adorable cafe near us that has like a, I don't remember what it's called now, but got a petting zoo next to it. So you can go and have like a really, really nice coffee and a really, really nice lunch. And go and buy yourself like a carrot. Or a bag of carrots, not just one carrot. Go and buy yourself a couple of carrots and go and sit and feed like these giant rabbits, or you can feed like goats or llamas, or things, alpacas, the ones that have got like the noodle haircut. And I would love to have that kind of thing, but I don't want to deal with customers. But I guess it's like kind of a means to an end. You know, when people say that they want to have like a farm full of animals, most of their proceeds, once they've paid their overheads, it all just goes to looking after the animals, which I think is adorable. I think it's genius. Whoever it is that thought doing that is so clever. They've thought, I can do this thing that so many people want to do, where they have all the animals that they ever want. You know, they've got pigs, and the pigs are hilarious. They've got like little feeding tubes. Like you have to, because obviously they can bite your fingers. You have to put the things down the tube, the carrots down the tubes, and then they snuffle it off the ground, or they just catch them. But if you walk past them and you haven't given them food, they'll sit there and they'll just knock this tube just up and down until you give them food. Fantastic stuff. But yeah, those guys are living the dream. They've just created like a self-sustaining place. So like they get to rescue all the animals that they want. And they've got this chicken. It is the coolest looking chicken. I wish I had the style of this chicken. He's got, I don't know what kind of chicken he is. Like, these massive feathers and this big plume on top of his head. These massive like butt plugs that stick out everywhere. And they're hilarious. But he's living his best life, man. Absolutely living his best life. You can't complain. But yeah, if I was ever going to steal him, I'd steal him. It's like still my other half's friend's cat. Because she's the cutest thing you've ever seen in your life. Her name's Dutch. Short for Duchess. I haven't paid the tax in a while. Yes. I can't pay the tax. Oh, I'll pay the cat 20 times. Maybe my frantic clicking did something. Oh. Now I'm thinking of games to play for cozy times. So if any of you have any suggestions of games that you would like to play, pop it in a comment anywhere. Okay, just stick it on one of my videos. And I will do it. I mean, I am enjoying Bookshop Simulator so far. But most of what I've been doing is rambling. So far. But I'm always open to suggestions. Most of what I've done so far is Tiny Glade. This. I need some more. I'm going to do Town to City, I think. And yes, I did rob that off Mapmorph. Didn't set the prices again. Oh, what is life? Let's go 16. That's a halfling. 19. Yeah, that's fine. Do I get to do more? Yes. Yes. I think I've become slightly addicted to gambling through this game. We expandy landy. $3,000. That's a bit extreme. Oh. So you can't make like a big... It's where there's like a... Yeah, it says... Huh. Fair enough. Okay, so it's Lyon, France. Foot traffic medium, unlockable in France. Traffic medium. So can you go to more than one place? I don't know. I didn't pay my bills. Can I have another cat? No. Sad times. Sad times. Oh, that's a bit. I need more. I need more. More. So you can go from Lyon, France to Paris, France. I'm going to focus on the game for like 2 minutes. I'll get back to my rambling later. I do actually, I need to do the things do. So we can keep the corner. Maybe do more bookshelves around here. I'm going to change those actually, because that should be stressing me out far more than it is. Ooh. We'll go brown. Dark brown. We're already brown. You know what I mean. No question. Just go with it. Can I change the used boots? Go dark brown again. What about you? No, we'll keep it as is. We'll pop that back on. Right where it belongs. Or not. There we go. So I like my little corner here. Do I move? No, you know what? I'm not even that bothered about that. Being there. Take this, take that. Boom, boom, boom. Beautiful. Shame that this is the biggest you can make it. So some of the others must be bigger. Like they must be a lot bigger. Well, that's low foot traffic. Oh, fair enough. None of you reminded me. I need the fellowship. Oh, okay, fair enough. Fine. People want to do that. Basic bookshop. I didn't even buy it again. But I think I should now purchase Persone. Should I do another seating area? Or should I move? I need to move. I'm so sorry. Do this to you. So Coffee Bean has her own little seating area. Oh, I'm so sorry again. Why do I always keep forgetting to feed you? This is not good. I'm a terrible cat parent. That's your own whole little area. Let's get ourselves a little chair. A manager desk. Can I do that? Manage, maybe? Teacher. And teacher. There we go. And teacher. Or shall I get back to rambling? People seem to like my rambling. Yeah, lovely. Right. You know what? If there was a film that I could go back to see for the first time, Jurassic Park. I mean, I was way too young to see it. I was. But there was something... Steven Spielberg's a wizard. You got to give it to him. That was, well, it's a phenomenal film. Likes of which I've never seen. And if if any of you could go back, what would be the film that you watched for the first time? Like, I don't mean like a flippant film. Like, what really spoke to you? I mean, like, I've only just recently started, like, since COVID, I've only recently started going back to the cinema again. And I was never that much of like a cinephile. But if they ever bought, I go to the Odeon Lux now, and that's kind of what's done it for me, because of the way that they have like the reclining seats, and the popcorn is just a lot better. So you can like properly get immersed like you're at home. Whereas before we were going to like quite an old cine world, so it was like very straight back, very stuck in the seat. Where am I going? But the Odeon Lux, you are very much laid back in your seat, enjoying the experience. Like, they've got proper surround sound. They're all heated, so it makes you enjoy the experience again. And if they ever bought out a Jurassic Park marathon, I can tell you now, I would sit through every single one of them for hours on end. Like, nothing beats seeing the T-Rex on the screen for the first time. Like, nothing. Obviously, I'd watched, like the really old, really bad CGI dinosaur films, or I'd watched like a lot of cartoony dinosaur films when I was younger. But even now, at the grand old age of 31, I'm still an avid lover of dinosaurs. And that moment where the T-Rex shows up, or even when he's chasing, oh god, what's his name? He's chasing them in the car. That was nerve-wracking. Back when you couldn't predict the outcome of films, which I think is quite like why I move a lot towards like horror films now, because you can get like a proper. I mean, some horror films just should never be watched by anybody, but you can get a lot of horror films that have like a unique ending. Like I went to watch, and if you haven't, please go and do it. I went to go and watch Markiplier's Iron Lung the other week. And it was excellent. I mean, if you aren't familiar with the source material, it's a little bit more difficult to get into. I hadn't watched him play it. I've only recently discovered Markiplier, to be fair, which is a strange thing to say. It was my I was like watching like Farkit and stuff like that when I was younger, like playing the forest, which I wish I'd recorded because my friend on the forest was hilarious. But I'll come back to that in a bit. But the source material for Iron Lung is there's not like a lot to it. It's a very simple game. It's like what 30-40 minutes long. It's quite ambiguous that it doesn't give a lot away. And if you watch it for what it is, it's really, really good. Like really, really good as a it's like a YouTube filmer. Like as a game adaptation, it's fantastic. But if you aren't familiar with the source material, it does not do a very good job easing how ambiguous it is. There were a couple of times where I was like, I have no idea what's going on here. Not a sausage. The ending's just a bit crazy, but I'm so happy for him. I think he's quite a wholesome guy from what I know. I don't know him personally, but from what I've seen of him, he just kind of wants to do well. And to achieve what he has achieved is astonishing. And as an avid lover of horror films, I'd say it was a damn good horror film. I wasn't scared at any point, but I don't really get scared by the films because they're all quite predictable. But the story that he'd created, because if you've ever played or watched Island, there's not much of a story to it. And he kind of moves more towards the unknown, things that you can't see, things that you can't necessarily understand, and it's just some guy in a submarine who has no idea what's going on, and it does a fantastic job of portraying that, and he deserves every accolade he gets because he poured his heart and soul into it, and you can tell he's better than most of the stuff that comes out, to be fair. So it's a big step in the right direction for any indie filmmakers or YouTube filmmakers. I know there's been like some, like with the Terrify series, he was very much YouTube based and then broke out into mainstream filmmaking. Anyway, back to my wishing I'd streamed with my friend. So my friend Lisa, she's very, it's the right way to put it, she's a bit odd. Love her to death, a bit odd. In the best possible way. Wouldn't trade her for the world. And I used to play the forest. If any of you have ever played the forest, and those of you that don't know, you're like some dude that was on a plane with your kid, and then your plane crashes and your kid gets taken. Standard stuff, really. And you go on in after this kid, and there's cannibals and mutants and stuff on the island. So everybody has, like, in survival horror or survival games, you have like the homemaker and the person that fights and the person that just fannies around and does whatever they do. I was both the homemaker and the fighter. And Lisa would just go around collecting limbs. would get attacked by a giant. I'd just be, you know, trying to put up a shelf or something, and I'd get attacked by this giant swarm of mutants or cannibals. And then I found out that I'd ask her for help, and then I'd hear her giggling to herself. And I couldn't see what she was doing, and she'd just dragged off all of the bodies that I was creating to make effigies. And I was like, what on earth is going on? Just mind your own business, Alex. Just giggling to herself, hacking up all these cannibals. So I do wish that I'd done that, because it'd be hard to recreate it for a second time. I wasn't the biggest fan of Sons of the Forest. Still a good game, I just wasn't a massive fan of it. I don't think it quite captured the nuance of the first one. Still good though. Still good. I need to do my loot box. So what are we going to get, ladies and gentlemen? Spending 1,000. Said that I'd accumulated all this money, but I didn't accumulate all that much when I decided to spend all of it. We got one. We got the Bad Batsby. Stunning. We'll fill it up and then we'll dump the rest in the back. Really should get a storage thing. Come and give me good luck, small animal. I got nothing. Why you not give me good luck? But yeah. Oh balls. I did that at the wrong time. What's that? How much do I get for you? Not that much. Away with the breeze. I love the names of these books. They must have spent so much time making them. Hey ho, we move. And I want them pedestals. It's the first one of those I've had. I want to keep that. I want to frame it. I want to put it on the wall. Wish it, want it, do it, love it. I would love one of these pedestals, but I don't have the aesthetic in the house. My partner loves pink. I'm not really too fussed what I live in, as long as, you know, it's comfortable. I get to choose sofas and what have you. But I have absolutely no issue living in a pink house. Then again, it's pink and white, so I could have that pedestal. I could do it. I could live my Greek mythological dreams without all the debauchery. Without most of the debauchery. You ever get, go to stately homes? It baffles me how those people used to live. Like when you see a stately home, it just, I mean, I know that like with inheritance tax and stuff like that, like the houses, they just don't look like that anymore. But they're all missing a trick, these billionaires, to not create homes like they used to have. You see them in the Hollywood Hills and stuff, like they look cool, yeah, great, fantastic. But they've got nothing, absolutely nothing on, it's all on there for now. They've got nothing on the estates of old. Because I would give my left nut to live in one of them. I mean, wouldn't to clean it. Would not be a fan of that. To live in one, absolutely. Absolutely. Like walking around them with the same old furniture. They've got like a lot of hunting heads on the wall and stuff like that, but once you get past that bit, It's the same. The places are beautiful, but a lot of them are falling into disrepair now. A lot of them are. Oh, it's good stuff. I am going to actually find a candidate today. $90 a day. You know what? I really can't afford that. So I don't know why I'm getting so et up about that. He is by far the best all round. Come on, Jacob. Get in here. Is that going to take away everything? I hope not. I need to pay my bills. Wow, I did that at the wrong time, didn't I? Certainly not the mastermind of capitalism I first thought. Excuse me. I mean, you know what? It's pretty cute. Can I get any... What's this? Oli what? Oligopoly. Or like oligarch. Checkmate. Oh, wow. Sugarland. I don't know what that's meant to be. So could I get storage? No, we're not doing that. I'm not doing that. How dare you suggest that such thing? Oh, you put them on something. You put them on a... Maybe. I must know. You know what? I'm gonna wing it. I'm gonna bomb all. I'm gonna bomb all. It's a board game. I thought it was sweet. Oh. Love it. No, go away. I haven't priced them yet. Rude. Let's bang out more. I think you make a lot of money on them. Sold. Would you like to go and do some work, Jake? I have to assign them. That makes sense. On battle boats, make me some money. Let's make some money. Be fine. Oh, I need to buy another one. The bookshop. Can I sell it? Yeah, okay. Sorry. I'm sorry. I know that corner was speaking to so many of you. Have you ever sat, if you are book lovers, have you ever sat in one of those corners that they have in, like, your Waterstones? So I've never seen anybody sit in them, but they always look so inviting, and it'd be like a really weird thing for them to be able, well, not to be able to do, but to do, in terms of have you sit there and just read a book without paying for it. I've never really looked into the hows and whys, whether you do have to buy. Where is Paris, France? Because I'm in Paris, Lyon. Is that like further up? I don't know. Pop that there. Put that right there, like Bob Ross. And if you tell anyone that bush is there, checkmate. Don't touch it. I know somebody's coming for it. For a bargain. Well, you can't have it. But yeah, I imagine that'd be like insanely. How long does it take you to serve someone? So. 16. You can make some money on these. I mean, they've definitely got the pricing right on Monopoly. you seen the amount of monopolies they have now? Like, you seen it? There is like a monopoly for everything. I think I went upstairs. I was in Nottingham not long ago. Should really sort this out. I was in Nottingham not long ago, and we went like right to the very top of the Waterstones in there. I don't know why any place that I have to go that's got Waterstones. We go and have a look. Do I have to have a manager? Oh, I have to have a manager. That's weird. I need to buy a manager's desk. But yeah, went up to the very top, and they had like all the video games there, all the board games there, sorry, and all of the anime and stuff like that. Not really big into anime, but my friend was. So we went up there, and I was just in awe of the sheer amount. Where is the manager's desk? Where is it? I swear I saw it. Manager's desk. Yeah, I was in awe of the sheer amount of monopolies they had there. Like, there was a monopoly. There was like a Jurassic Park monopoly. There was a anime monopoly. I don't know what anime it was, but there was a monopoly for it. There was, what was it, like Jungle Book monopoly or something. It just went like on and on and on. Like, how is there so many monopolies? I bought when I was with one of my friends who is a very sore loser. I bought the sore losers monopoly. Play it with her. Because I always beat her at Monopoly, like, beat her at all the games that we played. And she's a very sore loser, hates it. If she was like winning even a little bit, she'd get very, very, in her head. And then I'd end up winning because she got a bit too cocky. And then I need to make space. I am very sorry, but I'm gonna have to move your cat stand a little bit further. Actually, what we are going to do is put that there. You can have your cat stand there, so you can go and talk to people. Little kitty cat, you can go and talk to people. Go on, come on. It's a shame that you don't use that, because that would be really cool. Just to watch you sit like perched there, just judging all of the patrons. Just judge them. I can't remember what I was talking about now. Yeah, I bought the for sore losers. And long story short, we started playing it, and she couldn't figure out the rules. I can't specifically remember the rules, but it meant like when you were losing, you could like, it was like a spinner, and you could spin the thing and get yourself out of it. Or it was, and it had cards and stuff like that, and it could like reverse your situation. So it puts the person, if you're in jail, you can then put the other person in jail, stuff like that. And she lost 4 times in a row, and then flipped the ball in water. I was like, I bought this specifically so you had a chance to win. And now I feel terrible because I've beat you like 4 times. And I know what you're all thinking. You could have just let her win. But I'm competitive. I'm so competitive. I can't not win. I've got to win. I've got to. Because if you let people win just for the sake of it, then they've never learned anything. In my eyes, they've never learned anything. And you're not doing them a favour. You're not helping them. Like you're just doing it for you at that point. So I try not to do that. so that when they do beat me, and they always do, they're like really, really proud of themselves because they've like put that work in and they have beat me something rotten. So yeah, I was never gonna let her win. But she did beat me eventually, and that was fun. So I used to box, and when I say beat me, I mean literally. And I said, fine, once when I was trying out my new head guard. And so she literally said, and she won. Not literally, obviously I didn't fight back, but she was so proud of herself. And I thought it was hilarious. But it's funny. Bless her. It's always the little things, isn't it? Always the little things. It's like when it comes to like gift giving, stuff like that, for me, like it is literally the little things. So I don't like receiving big gifts. If you want to buy me big gifts, then I will always say no. I'd rather just not have anything. Because like when you commit to big gifts and then get it wrong, like I'm a bit tism, so I can't really hide how I feel about things. So if it's wrong, like it deflates me, because I'm like, well, this person doesn't really know me if they commit into a big gift. But you could buy me a Ferrari and somebody else could buy me just like my favorite bag of sweets, and I would be more grateful for the bag of sweets. As weird as that sounds to a lot of people, because I don't like Ferraris. Why would I want one? Even saying that out loud now just sounds a bit odd to me, but yeah, like if you handed me a bag of Super Mix Haribo, I'll be your best friend for that. If you rocked up with a Greg's pepperoni pizza slice, there's your mates. There's your mates forever, Dylan. Or a Starbucks white mocha. If you've never had a Starbucks white mocha, go. And if you are ever near Derby, and you ever go into the N2 Centre, or Derby Inn, I think it's called now. Or it's the other way around. It used to be the Derby Inn, it's now the N2 Centre. There is a small coffee shop, like a Japanese coffee shop in the back. I think it's near the Poundland, I think, something like that. And they do the best coffee, the best milkshakes, the best everything that I have ever tasted in my life. Like, it doesn't matter what they make, it's phenomenal. It's the best tasting drink I've ever had, and they don't use like syrups, which is really weird. They've got like loads of jars on the back shelf, and it's all like powder, so like it dissolves completely into your drink. You know, like when you're drinking like a Starbucks, or you're drinking a whatever it's called, Costa, especially a Costa. You get to the bottom of the drink and that's syrup. It's like, oh, you get like a big hit of syrup thing. Why am I only now unlocking a corner bookshelf? Rude. Anyway. Yeah, none of that. None of that with the powders, and they taste better. Oh. My bad. Yeah, they taste better than anything I've tried. Okay. Can I put two? No. Well, that's unfortunate. They are the same book. They literally are the same. Oh no. I done the Lord of the Bling. Is that Lord of the Bling? No, I haven't actually put that one out. Awkward. Okay, maybe I should. Oh wait, did I buy... No, ball manager says. Just put that down there. So yeah, I'd always take small little gifts over the big ones. So when I was a stepdad, my stepson, I wanted him to learn the value of money young. Wonderful kid, loved him to absolute death. Broke my heart when I had to walk away. But anyway, I wanted him to learn the value of money early. And he went from loving all the massive things to loving going to a charity shop and buying stuff from a charity shop. And he'd take, like, I'd give him £5. He was like 3 years old. I'd give him £5. Obviously, that seems like a lot nowadays, but £5 doesn't really get you very far anymore. So you get £5 a week, and he'd normally just go down to a charity shop. And if he took more toys, then he'd get more. And he was no longer demanding, I think it was like a month or two. And he'd started to learn the value of money and started to add it together, so he knew how much money he had left. And he knew that if he took more toys, I would give him more money. So if he'd finished with a toy and he was ready to let it go, he could consciously make that decision himself rather than hoarding it, because he knew that he would then get more money for other toys, newer toys. Rather than, because he used to have a terrible problem with hoarding just everything, as a lot of kids do. Toys that he hadn't touched in like a year, he would then be desperate to hold on to. For no reason. Just as kids do. And then, yeah, within literally, I think, 2 months, he'd know exactly how much he had, and he'd ask me if there was anything that he could do to earn extra money, so on and so forth. He did a really good job. I was very proud of him for what he'd achieved in that time. Bless him. And he'd learnt, he wasn't that bothered, so like, but stipulation was if I gave him like the pocket money, he wouldn't get as many presents for his birthday and Christmas, but he'd get the bigger ones, the ones that he couldn't afford. The rest he would either have to save up for himself. I don't know why I said either, he'd just have to save up for himself. So because of the amount I was giving him, you can get like £5 a week. Now £5 a week doesn't seem like a lot. I mean, it seems like a lot, but for a kid, like, a week is a long time. Everybody says that time goes faster as you get older. I think that's just because you're so much busier when you're older. You don't really have that much to do as a kid. Like, your whole life is just school and then home. School, home, school, home. That's pretty much it. But the manager's cat now. I keep forgetting to feed her. I am a terrible cat owner. Okay. There you go, Mr. I want to call him Pumpernickel now. I think that's a much cooler name. Everybody jump on YouTube and look up Mr. Pumpernickel. Not YouTube, TikTok. He is a Chinese crested, I didn't know existed. Didn't have a clue. Chinese crested. They're the weirdest looking dogs you'll ever see in your life. They've got like, they're like hairless, and there's just like tufts of hair just sticking out in random places. I think Ronnie Radke's got one. Naturally, my partner wants one. She likes the bougie things in life. Did I want that? I'll have 3 of them. One's good. I'll have 7. Yeah. Look at Mr. Pumpernickel. He's hilarious. He's got like his tongue's always sticking out and whatnot. And I like the like dog pool, who she always also wants. She likes the ugly dogs. They're ugly, they're cute, but you know what I mean. Let's hire a manager. So manager means I get not expandy land? Management. Can I have another one? So what are we having? We've got Nina. We've got Ambrose. We've got Whiskers. We've got Shadow. We've got Mr. Socks. Great name. Luna. Peanut. Sir Flufflewiggles. I mean, it was there. That was... There was no other option. Coffee Bean and Sir Flufflewiggles. Genius. Oh, I've got 2 open positions, so we can have a Stocker. I don't feel like I need like a particularly good Stocker. Manager. I'll go for the lady. Solid. You will be a Stocker. I think you can like level up yourself. I have no idea. End of the day, this bad boy. What was I stood on? Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Flufflewiggle. I don't know. This is going to be a problem. Run free. Are you a fat cat as well? My favorite kind of cat, fat cat. Oh, look at that thick boy. Damn, boy, you thick. Love it. You need a bed. I can't. I was gonna just like make them share a bed, but I'm a rich owner of a very prestigious place thing. Bookstore. Got there in the end. Blackmore. Of course. I'm not having a any of their own. Sorry, neither own. I can't. In all good conscience, I can't do it. Oh my good lord. Why is that in such a big box? Now this is going to cause problems and arguments, but... No, okay, that snap function is not happening. It's not having it. Now where do I put this bed? Can I put it there? Yes, I can. Be that way. Now, do not lie to me. If you could be at work and have this right next to you, you would have the best. I'm going cyan. We're going. I know it like completely clashes, but it's like my favorite color. If you could have this cat in your place of work, your life would be made. I don't think I'd ever leave work. Ah, balls. I forgot to order 2, 3 of each. 2 of each. Why not? So I will help with the restocking. No, I won't. Because now it is time for my secret addiction. I blow far too much money on these every single day. I have a problem. I've admitted it, so it's fine. I don't know who came up with the idea to put loot boxes in Bookshop Simulator, but thank you, whoever it was. It has made my entire playthrough. Oh, now we're going higher than that, darling. This is a rare book, you know. Not selling it to the riffraff. We need people with money. What's that? Oh. Attempting the art of French cooking. Has anybody ever attempted to make a sauce before? Like from scratch? It's hard. I don't even know what half of the ingredients are. Never heard of them in my life. And I'd love to be able to name one of them. I can't even pronounce them. Like, what's wrong with jar sauces? I mean, I would really like to take a cooking course at some point. Like at some point in the future. Just one. Just one, like a, not a French one, but like an Italian. I love pasta. Who doesn't love pasta? Pasta's fantastic. I would absolutely adore to be able to sit and just make something purely from scratch. Purely from scratch. Ooh, what we got? Received anything new yet? Disappointing. No. It'll be fun. Right. I think that is going to be a natural stopping point for us. So I hope you've enjoyed the gameplay. Although 99% of it has been just me rambling for the most part. I do try and stream at least 5 days a week. So I don't stream on a Monday. I don't stream on Friday typically, but I will be streaming this Friday because my work hours have changed. I normally stream on a Saturday, but I'm not streaming on a Saturday. Just on this particular occasion, a few days have changed over. So if you enjoyed this content, please do subscribe for more of it. So it's normally cozy content, but on a Saturday I do spooky stuff. I will do horror games, so if you like horror games, we're doing them then. And on a Sunday it will just be whatever tickles my fancy. So I'm thinking Those Who Are About to Die, Gladiator Sim. Look, it is fantastic. I played the demo and it was beautiful. Or like Schedule 1, or I might just go completely left wing and go for something completely out of the blue. Oh, actually, come to think of it, that new game, Reanimals, released. Maybe I'll do a playthrough of that. But yeah, you've just listened to me ramble for the last 3 hours. So I'm going to call it a day there because I've got work at 7 o'clock in the morning and it's nearly 1 o'clock in the morning and I've got to run a store. So they're not going to thank me for that. But thank you for joining me. And hopefully I will see you in the next one.